Hey, for those of you in the stream, regardless of where you're at, drop a comment in the chat just to let me know everything's working. I'm trying out a few different things today. I'm gonna try to stream on every platform that I have at the same time. See which one does better. But I just want to see how the audio is, if you guys are getting any music. I'll start the stream here in a minute. Hey guys, again, just testing the audio of the stream. Just trying to test it and see if it's actually going through. Yeah, it sounds like it's going through. Okay, we'll start here in a minute. I'm going to play some music until we get some people to join. Hey, for those of you on the stream, thank you for joining us. We're going to be cleaning our equipment here in a minute. Just waiting for the streams to load up a little bit more. I'm just cleaning my equipment today, just hanging out. If you want to say hi, just drop something in the chat. Today we're actually streaming on every platform. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all of them at the same time. So hopefully it's working. Starting to see some numbers climbing here on the different platforms. But yeah, we'll start cleaning here in a minute. I'm just waiting for everybody to kind of join up. Hey guys, again, if you're joining me on the stream, thanks again for joining. We're going to be starting cleaning the equipment here in a minute, just trying to get everything set up. We're streaming to every live platform today. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of them. We're trying Restream for the first time, so hopefully it's working. If you can hear this, just drop something in the chat. Let me know that you can hear. It's coming through pretty clear. I'm streaming on YouTube right now just to test it, and I can hear it, but I don't know about all the other platforms. Bump up the music a little bit. Okay. It's my baby. It's my Sigma 18 to 35 with an RF mount adapter. I like this little pen too. It's very soft tip. This gets all the fingerprints off without scuffing the lens. I can't hear the music. I hope you guys can. I gotta figure out how to monitor this stuff properly. Okay, so we're gonna just start. I'm just gonna dust off the lens here. This to me is the most important part of photography and videography, is your glass. If you have shitty glass, then you're gonna end up with shitty quality, regardless of how good your camera is. And I have these little vacuum sealed, I love these things, these little vacuum sealed microfiber cloths. I love using these things. Oh, this one's already dirty, Jesus. Let's do circular motion. I just want to make sure there's no dust, there's nothing that can scratch the glass. That's good. This is an actual adapter that I had to buy for the camera so that it can fit on an RF mount on my Canon R6. This is an EF mount, my older Canon cameras. I'm not a huge fan of this little adapter, but I mean, it makes these older EF mount lenses fit the new camera, so until I can afford to buy new RF mount lenses, I'm gonna have to kind of keep this one. For this one, I just kind of take this and just kind of do the same thing with it. I don't actually put a microfiber on this guy, only because the surface area is so small. I just make sure I get all the fingerprints and all the dust and off of it. This thing kind of collects dust sometimes, so I'm going to blow it out. There we go. And the camera, this is an older DSLR. I already cleaned the ones that I'm shooting with, so I won't have those to show you, but DSLR, the mirror kind of covers the sensor there. This one I like to do facing down, only because if stuff falls out of it, it's going to fall with the gravity, not into the sensor. Just blowing some air in the hole. Gotta make sure we don't touch the mirror there. And just to see if there's any scuffs or anything on the mirror, just want to brush off whatever's left in there. Make sure we don't leave any hairs or any dust in there. This one I do have a tutorial coming up on my YouTube channel that shows you how to clean the mirror and the sensor. I'm going to be posting that on YouTube here coming up in the next week or so. But right now, it's the sensor is a very sensitive part of the camera, so I don't want to touch it too much or overstimulate it. But right now, we're just kind of dusting it, just making sure there's nothing. Because I have a shoot tomorrow, so I just want to make sure all my equipment, all my gear is clean and dust free. We got a special guest appearance by my drone. Got to clean the drone, so. So a good drone pilot will always do pre-flight check. You're always going to check your propellers, make sure they're not cracked. The last time I flew it, I actually nicked a tree branch, so I might have to clean and check the propellers here. It looks like they're pretty clean, but I just want to make sure that it's crack-free before I take off. I don't want to have an emergency in the air. Some people leave this on. I don't like to do that. I only use it to protect the lens. But when you take this off to fly, the lens is exposed, so it accumulates a little bit of dust. So we just gotta clean that. Just dust it off. This one we're going to clean with the microfiber cloth, but we're going to add a little bit of cleaning solution to this. Only because it's such a small surface area, I want to make sure that there's nothing. We'll just spray it right onto the microfiber, that way we don't get the drone all soaked. And we just wipe this off. Make sure everything's off. Yeah, I got a little bit of dirt stuff off of there. And then with a dry microfiber, we'll just kind of dry it up. Ooh, that's clean. Okay. And then we'll just kind of dust off the surrounding areas, making sure that there's no dust that's going to get on there after we put on the cover. It stays pretty clean for the most part. Sometimes when I'm doing a wedding on the beach or something, I'll get some sand on it, but maybe taking off on high grasses, sometimes it'll clip. And you get a little bit of residue on your drone, but it looks like I kept it pretty clean. The sensors too in the front. These are the obstacle avoidance. These are very important to me. They stop me from crashing, so I'm gonna clean those as well. And I'll take the same wet microfiber and just kind of make sure that there's nothing in there. This one's the Mavic Air Zoom, or the Mavic Air 2 Zoom. So it has quite a bit of sensors. Obstacle avoidance is very important. If you guys have been following me for a while, you'll see on my YouTube channel I've crashed my drone a few times. So This is actually my second drone. This is the first one I crashed it. Okay. So we'll go ahead and just put the cover back on, make sure we don't get anything on this lens. There's some sensors back here on the back. There's two. There's one on the top, one on the bottom. I'll wipe off the surface too. You can see it's a little bit green from the grass that I've clipped. There's also these big obstacle avoidance sensors on the bottom there. This one looks like it had a little bit of residue or something on there. This one is the infrared. These are all used for landing. Make sure you don't land on something. This also helps with stabilization. Yeah, that one actually had a smudge on there, so I'm glad we got that. The propellers look pretty clean, but now that we're done with all the sensors, I'm going to use the microfiber just to kind of wipe the whole drone down. Get a little bit wet. And thank you guys for hanging out with me today. If you're on the stream, make sure you drop a like or a follow. I'm going to be doing a lot more live streaming. Hopefully it'll be more tutorials, not necessarily how to clean the stuff, because I'm sure there'll be a video for that in the future, but I'll try to live stream a little bit more. Thanks again for joining me, guys. If you want to drop something in the chat, I have a unified chat, so I'll be able to receive any messages from any platforms. Right now we're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, and we're on Facebook. Now these, I tend to kind of open this up a bit, because it'll reveal some crevices and things that you couldn't get to before. Now this is the battery itself. I'm kind of cleaning this one, but I'll take it out, wipe it all off, wipe off the connectors, make sure we're not getting water on any of this. More sensors here. And then we'll bring out the other batteries. Okay. These don't really get too dirty unless I crash it into a tree or something. But as you guys know, I'm not the best drone pilot. It's dirty. Let's see. There we go. You can see this little cover is broken, so we just kind of have to let it rest on there. Make sure it doesn't fall out. Because I've actually dropped this drone once. That's why this is cracked right here, but it's just the cover. So once you remove that, the drone's fine. So I just use that to just kind of protect the drone. It's already scratched and stuff, so. Some people leave it on while they're flying, but I don't like to, only because there's scratches and, you know, it's just another surface to clean. So. There we go, we're ready to fly. Nice and compact. I want to get the rubber band thing that you just kind of tie around the drone, and you can just throw it in a bag, because right now the propeller is a little bit loose. So sometimes you just got to be careful putting it back in the case. So my baby's clean. Back in there too. There we go. I don't know if you can see this on the stream, but this is my controller. This is the one that I use to control my drone. And it is absolutely filthy. I don't know if you can see it. With a little bit of reflection, you can see it, but this thing is filthy, so we're gonna go ahead and clean it. Same cloth. Since we're done with all the lenses and everything, I think we can get this a little bit more dirty. You can see there's, I don't know if you can see this on the camera there, but there's quite a bit of dirt that we got from the lenses, or from the drone. Just clean this like if it was a smartphone screen. It just accumulates fingerprints and dirt and dust over time. And the last time I was cleaning this, I switched it to sport mode by mistake, and when I took off, the drone just took off really fast. Hey guys, thank you for joining the stream. If you can hear this, just drop something in the chat. I just want to see if the chat's working. There we go. That's nice and clean. And then sometimes my hands get sweaty and stuff, so it's nice to just clean the grips. Clean all the buttons. The little joysticks kind of hide back here. There's a little compartment back here that you could just put them, that way they're not on the controller when you put it away. Oh, that's filthy again. These don't really get too dirty. Okay. And that's it for the controller. We're just going to wipe the screen off a little bit more. Cool. We're ready to fly. Alright, I think that's going to do it for today's stream. Today's was just a test of all the... We're actually streaming to every streaming platform, from Twitch to YouTube to Twitter to Facebook, all at the same time. So we're just kind of testing that out today with the cleaning. I figured I had to clean my gear, so I might as well just live stream it. But I do want to start doing more live streams. So if you guys have any ideas of what you'd like to see, I'm a photographer, a videographer, so anything that has to do with that, I can do tutorials. I can do, just going live while I'm editing. Do this kind of stuff, some cleaning tutorials, some assembly tutorials, if you guys are interested in that. So thanks for joining me, and yeah, I'm gonna end it there, and hopefully the next stream will be a little bit more interesting. Thanks again for joining me. We'll see you guys next time.